Master Gage.
Gage.
Usually with family, I would find that.
Bring the baby. Bring the baby.
We say baby.
Tribute.
Called animal husbandry. It's fine.
It's enrichment.
Offhand baby is totally period.
Oh.
Hello.
Actually, I was going to have you hold this, but I see that you are holding something way more important. Just for a bit.
Yes, sir. Excellency Malatesta.
And Mr. Spianka, would you be so kind?
There is one more piece of business to dispense with. Is His Excellency Tierlock present? Your Excellency, your predecessor, His Grace Timur, won this as an example in the Armand tournament. He carried this upon the battlefield as crown, as a representation of Artemisia's pledge to protect all those who choose to play this game within the borders of Artemisia. You and your consort carried on that tradition, and we have had the joy of the loan of this shield through the duration of our reign as well. However, the shield has grown far beyond its original purpose. It bears the arms of His Excellency Baron Armand, who is a beacon of light in our kingdom. But it should at this time be retired back to its original purpose. I ask you to safeguard this, to present it back to His Grace, that it may one day return back to its original tournament as a piece of regalia for that. Thank you. For the kingdom, we have commissioned a buckler to replace this piece of regalia that will be painted with the rainbow representing all, so that the tradition may continue absent an individual's arms being present upon that piece of regalia. We stand firmly with all members of our community and wish to ensure that they are represented within our courts. This piece of regalia will be presented to the kingdom at coronation. We thank you for your time.
And we would also like to say thank you for a wonderful day. We absolutely had a beautiful day outside watching the fighting, in here being able to see the beautiful arts that were displayed, partaking of the Superpalooza, which was expansive and greatly appreciated. And of course, we have some more excellent things to do today. And so we would, no further ado, get to the work.
The Order of Defense, the fourth order of the society bearing a patent of arms and ranking equally with the orders of Chivalry, Laurel, and Pelican, to be bestowed on the worthiest of our gentles when elevating them to the ranks of peers of the realm. The Order of Defense exists to recognize those of our swordsmen, warriors, and scholars of the arts of arms who display not only these but all other qualities expected from peers of the realm, and who, by their love of arts, not only that of defense, but also their service and their largesse, support these lands and the crown. Their Majesties call before them all members of the Order of Defense. I don't have that shit.
We're in the same room. Thanks. Make yourself.
You're so humble. I'm good with that.
Take advantage of chairs if necessary, John.
Their Majesties would call before them Jathan Uros Siverix,
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, assorted friends, foes, and ne'er-do-wells, on this auspicious day of the Saint David, patron saint of Wales, is here before you come as supplicant, the Honorable Lord Jathan Uros Siverix. Once a penniless waif, nearly a humble Jathan, he searched the world wide, seeking a place to shelter and prosper. As is his wont, he was fashionably late in arriving at these Griffin lands. But once here, he acquitted himself admirably and found the home he sought amongst the ranks of the fighters, and has proved himself on the battlefield, defending Artemisia and lands both near and far, spanning the known world. You do not have to take his word for it, for his great valor, superior fighting skills, and excellently timed arrivals have won him many honors. These include the Flame of Pharos from Griffin's Lair, Paladin of Griffin's Lair, Swan and Scallop from 1000 Eyes, an award of arms from the Kingdom of Artemisia, the Golden Scarf of Artemisia, and is a Defensor de Ordre de Papillon, pardon my French. He has served the great Kingdom of Artemisia by giving of his time as a member of the Royal Guard and duelist. He has bested all foes and risen to the position of champion in both the heavy combat and rapier for this very barony, the most excellent and ancient barony of Loch Solon. In fact, he has so often been rapier champion for their excellencies of Loch Solon that whole generations quake when his name is called to this field. But lo, he is not puffed up in pride with his accomplishments, for behold how he does approach their majesties. Very demure, very mindful, very fashionably on time.
Very demure. Very demure.
You understand?
Should do.
Well,
Before choosing the Majesties, this being gentle has business to attend to regarding his service,
we cannot,
fealty to another.
exactly, we cannot go too much farther until we've worked on all of this red.
Not all of it.
No,
Not all of it.
Sweet pea. No, this one, goodness. Would you please call us, gentlemen?
His Majesties would summon Master Carter.
Jathan, we've traveled roads together. We've taught and been taught. It is time now that you give up your service to me, to Master Timmer, in order for your greater service to the kingdom and the society. I would have back your collar at this time. I'll hold this in keeping for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
No, that's better.
Jathan, we sent you on vigil. You have traveled far.
Not around.
You're always allowed home.
I was only allowed to come home when I brought chocolate.
Absolutely.
Fair, fair. Good call, good call. You fought your prize today. But we cannot proceed without an answer to the question. Is it your intent to join the Order of Defense and represent the Rapier community for Artemisia?
Without a doubt.
Good answer. I was like,
Is there a caller?
Next, there are two callers. Fiona has one.
Your Majesty, if I may,
Please.
this is a legacy collar. This collar has been owned by only one person, but it has traveled the known world. It has gone to 50 year. It has gone to Lockjack and Drakenwald. It has gone to Gulf Wars and 50-year Pensick, where it was worn on the Champions Field. Aloft on this chain, it is held up by two links from Timur's original knighting chain when he became a knight. That chain is now worn by His Grace Caliph of the Middle. It has seen Timur through a sable rose and 2 crowns. And he, though is not able to be here today, he does want to make sure that this is being presented. Though I do, Jathan, please, for the love of God, change this ribbon. Because I think you're gonna get MRSA.
That's actual medical advice from her.
thank you, Grace.
Now that you've heard information on this, we would pass these through the members of your order so that they may bless them with their thoughts and praise.
Participate in the mercy.
Watch out for the
It's Carrie.
As the callers pass among the members, Your Majesty, there are people who would speak on this good fellow's behalf. Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who would speak on this man's behalf? I am Duke Loki, Baron of this wonderful barony. Member of the Chivalry for Jathan, Your Majesty. He is humble. He is meek. He is mild. You ask him. He'll tell you. He'll tell you all about it. There are many qualities that are ascribed to knights. The greatest is often considered prowess, the ability to fight well upon the field. Prowess, however, in the medieval era itself, was a very complicated idea. And it didn't quite mean ability to fight. That wasn't an actual correct translation. Prowess actually translated more to like perseverance, the ability to be struck down again and again and again and get back up and rise once again. This resiliency of body and mind and soul was so much considered an attribute of knighthood that the great French knight Geoffrey de Charnay wrote that knighthood was a type of sainthood because of the grievous harm a knight suffered for his art. Jathan, you have that resiliency of a knight. You've struggled, you've had setbacks, you've recovered. You never let yourself stray from the way. And that is the most chivalrous attribute that anyone could bear. And so, Your Majesties, on behalf of the Order of the Knights, we heartily endorse this candidate for entrance into the Master of Defense. For a member of the Order of the Laurel, that is.
Speak for me. Your Majesty. My name is Bianca de Vergana. I am the founding Baroness of Griffin's Lair. I have had the honor of this man calling me his government.
As a moral, I would recommend him because he embodies some of the traits and qualities that were recommended by the Italian masters of my day. Both Niccolo Machiavelli and Castiglione. When Machiavelli discussed the prince, he said the prince keeps his word. This is more than integrity. When his word is given, when he says he will do something, he is there. When he offers his time, his service, and his assistance, he is invested. Machiavelli describes threats of power, the ability of making things look effortless. Jacob works hard. He is involved in every aspect of his game, and he does so with a lightness in his soul and a smile on his face that inspires everyone to join him in celebrating the virtues of this game. He keeps his word. He is eloquent. And eloquent not just in his spoken word, but in how he carries himself. He is humble. He is helpful. He is good. One of the final words I want to give is the importance of self-sufficiency. He takes care of himself. He has his own weapons, his own kits, his own way of teaching. This quality was one named by Machiavelli as befits prince. Be prepared. Your Majesties, on behalf of the order of the Lord, I recommend favor. Become master.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican that would speak on this man's behalf?
There is your coming. Please. I did not write anything down this time. Normally I do, because it is very hard for me to talk. But for you, what can one say about their brother? They're dumb. They get in their own head. But this man puts service above everything I have. He will work himself until he is dog tired. And then if someone needs assistance, he'll be the first one there to ask if they need assistance. I have seen him stay long hours tearing down tents at the end of events. I have seen him there setting things up in his breakneck speeds. You've all seen him walk around. He does not do anything slow. As for the Order of the Pelican, I highly recommend you. There is several people who I have spoken for as a Pelican, and you are the one who I find the deepest and most honorable person that I have ever spoken for. Thank you, Your Majesties.
There a member of the Order of the Royal Peers that would speak?
Your Majesties, with your permission,
Please, Your Grace.
I am Desislava Dragona Dosh, and I have the honor of speaking of this candidate who kneels in front of you today. We've all been asked to keep it kind of short, so I will tell one brief story. And that would be of when I became a princess the first time. This good gentle was out going across the world for his job. And he took the time to reach out to me and tell me congratulations and beg a boon that I might allow him to be one of my rapier guards. It was truly an honor to have him in such a way. He never shirked on that duty when he was home. He was absolutely amazing to no fault. I think he did this kingdom and the SCA one of the best honors he could possibly do by being such an amazing representative of all that we hold dear. And I could not ask for a better person to be among the members here in this order. And I believe that he will continue to do all the things that he needs to do that provide us as royal peers the grace of not having to hear something terrible. He is amazing. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose that would speak for this man?
Majesties, if I may, it is my greatest honor to speak for this man. And though you have heard several stories of the traits and the accolades of this man and who he is today, I think it is important to understand that as a Rose, he has been a champion of mine several times. And over those years of being a champion, I have seen him fail in his tournaments. He has fallen, and he did not handle that with grace when he first began. But the fact that he was able to take that lesson, to learn that falling in a tournament is another great lesson, another opportunity to grow, that when he embraced that moment of growth and opportunity, that fighting in any tournament, no matter win or loss, it was an opportunity to gain, was when he began this path. And I could not be more proud of that step as we made. I believe the Roses worldwide would be honored to have this man as their champion.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense that would speak for this man? No. Your Majesty. If I may speak on.
Please.
As some know, I am a transplant a decade ago. But I have known this man since I first showed up here as a wayward Ayton belt. And he welcomed me into the community. He was my brother from the get-go, from the beginning. And he helped to shape me into the Artesian I am today. And though we butt heads all the time, his passion for the game and the dream and continual learning is an example for all of us. And I wholeheartedly recommend him for the order.
Your Majesties, if I may, I was also asked to speak on this.
Okay.
You asked for this. I get to say that I have known this gentleman for a very long time. When we were two knucklehead cadets, fencing shirtless in the back of somebody's yard. Still, yeah. Trips to Practicum of the Sword, where each tavern we stayed at got cheaper and sketchier, and it was in Vegas. And at some point we had to look underneath the beds to make sure that there weren't any extras. That being said, I've known this man for a very long time. I've called you brother for a long time, not just because you're my cadet brother, but because in my mind, in my heart, you are a brother to me in the Order of Defense. If anybody doubts his prowess, you're an idiot. Your Majesties, I fully endorse this man to the Order of Defense.
A member of the populace that would speak to this man.
Your Majesties, I would like to speak for him, please.
Please do.
Somebody else mentioned that today was an anniversary. It is mine and my wife Saruka's anniversary as well. 4 years ago, we came to Defenders. 4 years ago, Jathan gave me my first piece of guard. He welcomed me. He showed me around. He showed us around. He took us under his wing and he took care of us. We had wanted to play in the SCA for so long and never had the opportunity. And we got here after years of research. and had no idea what we were doing. And Jathan stepped up. He took care of us. He dressed us. He fed us. He drove us. And here's the thing, and this might be the only time I ever say this. I'm not special. Jathan loves the people here. He loves everybody, from the lowest bard who has no idea what's happening or even that they're a bard yet, to the crown. He loves his barony. He loves his kingdom. He was my first role model, my first mentor. And to this day, I still strive to live up to his example. I believe that I can fairly confidently speak for the populace that this man should be a mod, and I wholeheartedly endorse him. Thank you for the time to speak.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hassan.
These are some amazing words, heard from peers of all shapes and sizes, multiples, and of the populace, which is very important. These words do not fall on deaf ears, for we have heard all of these things too. We do not make you a master of defense today, and we recognize you, and to help everyone see what it is that we see and what most of them do too. We now wash your hands.
This is done to refresh you for the journey you are about to take and the work you will continue to do. This is not to wash away the man you have been. This is
It was made for you, yes? Oh, no,
Wait.
it's for,
no, wait.
oh, hey, this one's giving everything away today.
I'm giving it that.
This was
That was
just absolutely.
that's the okay. Jason, I see that you are wearing a medallion.
Oh, yeah.
This is a medallion that is Helm of Awe, not a historic symbol by any means, but was very special and near and dear to Her Majesty and myself in our first reign. We made those as emblems for our chosen seven, and the one that you are wearing today is the one that I wore during that first reign. We have heard words today about the protection and the guidance that you offer to those in this kingdom. We have heard words about your perseverance, your struggles, and the fact that you continuously get up and continue to strive. That is what that symbol to me embodies. It is not lost on me that all these years later, 13 years, I believe you've had that medallion, that you've continued to honor that.
Now, and speaking of words, we now hear your oath. Okay, thank you. This way it's- Oh, Steve,
Would you like RO Steel while taking the oath?
Yes.
Yes.
would you call for it? The call of Steve.
The Masters of Defense, please present themselves for the color of steel.
Close, gentlemen. With these symbols and with these swords at you, we would now hear your oath.
I, Jathan Severus,
Do
solemnly swear myself
to the crown and kingdom of Artemisia,
to the crown and king of Artemisia
Society for Creative Anachronism,
and the Society of Creative Minds,
to be a member of the Order of Defense as a Magister.
to be a member of the Order of Defense as a Magister.
With this, I vow to continue the path to mastery of the arts,
The path of mastery of the arts,
to teach and inspire others,
to teach and inspire others,
and to defend the realm
and to defend the realm
and its people
and its people
and the sacred time.
and the sacred time. Of course, yeah.
I pledge my loyalty
I pledge my loyalty
to the noble order of defense,
to the noble order of defense,
upholding its ideals
upholding its ideals
of honor,
of honor,
skill,
skill,
wisdom,
wisdom,
chivalry,
and chivalry,
all the while being fashionably on time.
all the while being fashionably on time.
And as my word is my bond,
And as my word is my bond,
I will serve the crown,
and I will serve the crown,
the kingdom,
the kingdom,
and the dream,
and the dream,
until my soul has left my body,
till my soul has left my body,
or the world has fallen to nothing.
or the world has fallen to nothing.
So say it.
So say it.
And we, Claire,
And we, Ronan,
do hear these words and know them to be true. And for our part, we vow to protect you, your family, and all you hold dear, especially making sure you're on time. Until the skies fall
The mountains crumble,
or these crowns.
pass from our hands.
Very carefully, gentlemen. There we are.
In the eastern blade,
It's okay, we need me over here. I'll hold the mercy one.
Yes, let's hold that.
have your shots, right?
After hearing your oath, we now robe you in the accoutrement of your station. Maybe we'll just. Okay.
Oh, no.
That's a stinky.
Jason did.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some penicillin.
Watch this. As of this time, we've asked you, as this is a fighting order, if you would receive a buffet. And you have returned your answer to me, and I therefore give you the exact buffet that you deserve. My dear friend. I believe there is a sword. Is there?
There's a scroll.
I believe we should read it.
Whereas on the first day of May, Anno Societatis 50, there was established in the order of defense in the kingdoms of the known world, whose members shall be distinguished by their skill in the arts of defense, as well as by their qualities of nobility, virtue, and courtesy, and the report and witness of diverse persons worthy to be taken of word and credence. Therefore, we, Ronan and Claire, rightful king and queen of Artemisia, by our special grace and certain knowledge of the virtues of our subject, Jathan Urus Severus, are minded to name him a member of the right and noble order of defense, to be in all places accounted a peer of our realm, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto,
This scroll is amazing.
given at our court and defenders in the barony of Luxalon on the first day of March, Anno Societatis 59, being the year of 2025, in the common reckoning, Ronan and King, Claire, Queen, scroll by Sophia Ivor's daughter.
And if I may have the King's grace. One more time. We dub you once for honor. We dub you twice for service. And we dub you Master of Defense. Now arise, Master Dathan.
Okay.
He's just trying to be on time.
That could be
For the newest Master of Defense, Vivant!
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 Permission to rejoin the court? Yeah.
Let's talk to their highnesses. Redhead, the word of their highnesses. It's a hard kick to follow.
Thank you, everybody, for having us out. It's been a lovely event. I was given a bit of advice while talking with Pelican to be. And the best part about the SCA is the parts that you don't see. Because when you show up to an event and you don't know that you're in an event, that you don't see the things happening behind the scenes, those are the moments that I'm learning to love and cherish on this side of the game, because I haven't played this side of the game very much. So it's a very beautiful thing to come to an event like this and have absolutely no idea what is happening behind the scenes, because the autocrats and service members that are helping with the event are phenomenal. So whoever that was, thank you guys so much.
Ditto on that thing. I enjoyed myself immensely today. I enjoy speaking and meeting new friends. I appreciate all of those of you who traveled far distances to be here today, and just had a super great time. I enjoyed sunshine, so. Oh, Coronation! So we're having a party for their majesties.
I'm feeling very tired.
Yes, they're so tired, so tired. And so we would like to invite all those, anyone who would be willing to travel up to beautiful Shelby, which is where we will be having this amazing party / wake. It's going to be amazing. So please, if you can attend, please attend.
There's going to be a lot of dirty mercenaries showing up, so if you want to see how we play that side of the game, it's a good one to be at.
Some of us feel right at home.
Yeah, some of us will feel right at home, especially me. Thank the heavy. The next thing, we are going to be looking forward to letters of intent for our crown tournament. It is going to be very similar or the same as the previous crown tournament in terms of how it will be fought. There will be a number of pools depending on how many fighters do show up. The top from each pool will advance into the semifinals, and from there will be a double elimination. We will be expecting those letters of intent early April. Be on the watch out for Facebook, Kingdom Code webpage, which will be Bart will be. We are expecting a good, clean, fun crown tournament, and we look forward to seeing who our beautiful heirs will be.
Sweet. Is everything out of us?
Thank you, Your Highnesses. Thank you. Want to do that first? Okay.
Maybe it's your turn now.
Just
Some repeat of business that was attempted this morning, but
They had some kind of lateness and then they were very sleepy.
fashionably.
not fashionably on time.
No.
No, they were not fast on time. They were sleepy.
Yeah,
That's okay, let's call them.
let's call it.
But, yes, would Her Excellency's your man,
You guys
please?
yelled.
Her Excellency's your man? Would you please come forward?
Now she's just hugging me.
Yeah. Drag her away.
Keep telling you, there's no hugging and rape here. They want you.
No hugging and rape here.
morning.
We tried to catch you earlier
We gotta
this
get you
morning.
earlier. The cat turned off the alarm. The dog
Allegedly,
ate
the
my
cat.
alert or the alarm. If my son does that, it uses his dog. Turned off my alarm. No, it's actually a pretty good one, actually.
That's pretty good.
That one before.
Your Excellency, you are obviously a peer of quite renown for service.
You are.
And one would call a lot of the calligraphy and illumination that you do an act of service. However, we have been absolutely stunned by the beauty of the arts that you display.
We have.
We have therefore been minded to do something about it.
Be it known that we, Ronan, King of Artemisia, and Claire, our Queen and Patroness of the Arts, have long observed the activity and the scribal arts of our most noble servant, Germaine Jambal-Nassan, and know her to be worthy of recognition and advancement for the improvements caused in our realm by her tireless efforts. Therefore, do we create her a companion of our Order of the Keith Cross. Given this 22nd day of February, in the 59th year of the Society being the year 2025 Gregorian, scroll by Her Excellency Bronwyn. Small but lovely.
Right? It is. It's so beautiful. You have spoiled us
Absolutely.
with the scrolls that you have made for our raid. And you always put your name on them. So we always know that it's you, not Tim. But thank you so much for your beautiful artwork. It's a service and it is absolutely an art. And we really wanted you to have this. So thank you very much.
And yes, gobsmacked.
For our newest Keith Cross, Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
There was one other.
We have another Johnny come lately. Johnny, in fact, Jonathan. Jonathan Harley.
Is he here?
Jonathan!
No?
You.
We have a runner. That's good. If he's not here, due to the fact that we will very soon be stepping down from the notes, I'm sure, a little bit, yes, right? We would like to have the following read into court, only because I'm not sure when we will see him next, and I believe that this particular piece of business must be done. So when you see him next, let him know that his ears must have been ringing and that we were talking about him. Can you read the scroll, please? Thank you.
To all unto whom these letters come, pray heed to the words of Ronan, most noble King of Artemisia, and Claire, our gracious Queen. The Order of the Golden Maple Leaf was established in the Kingdom of Artemisia to recognize and honor those who have shown exemplary efforts in the advancement of the arts and sciences. Thus, does it please us to honor Jonathan Carden for freely giving him their knowledge, time, and efforts by creating them a companion of the Golden Maple Leaf, done by our royal hands this first day of March, Anno Societatis 59, being the year 2025 CE, Ronan King, Claire, Queen, scroll by Ramut.
This is an absolutely beautiful scroll, and we were just talking about beautiful scrolls. And so we definitely wanted to show it off. His work doing scrolls and presenting at Arts and Sciences has absolutely dazzled us. And so we really wanted him to have this award. And so I'm sure if we don't catch up with him, perhaps Your Highnesses would be so gracious as to make sure that he gets this award. Thank you. Thank you. Look here, just two more. Just a few more.
Their Majesties would call forth Sir Fido. Sir Fido. There.
Good afternoon, Sir Fido.
What can we say about Fedor?
So many others.
So many things. Recently agreed to take on the responsibilities of certain barony. Goes and fights rapier, is constantly serving all over the kingdom, and is an absolute joy to cross blades with on the field of heavy combat.
But we would speak this day on something in particular. Your fighting on the field. When I have seen you walk onto a field, I have seen the eyes of others go, and maybe a little worried. Why? Because you bring skill to the field, determination, an absolute will to win. One that I have noticed, His Majesty has noticed, and many other fighters I'm sure have also. And therefore, I wanted to give you something special. In the past, this award has been awarded for something else, a little bit differently, but I believe that when we can do better, we should. And I think that this award needs to be utilized more to recognize warriors on the field, whether it is tournament or on the war field. Will you please read that scroll for me?
I would be delighted, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Tremble, all ye who come against the might of Artemisia. Shake in fear, for numbered among our warriors are those who balance strength of attack with mobility and fire determination. As unstoppable as Hannibal's elephants, as deadly as the Swiss shock troops, and more precise than most longbowmen, we call them tanks.
Oh.
Lead, valiant fighters, respond to Jesus' call. Advance with the battle cry, lead, follow, or get out of the way. And today stands before you one worthy of this order. Sir Fedor Poryadnich is this day admitted to the company that all who oppose be warned, done this first day of March 59, year of the Society, Anno Domini being 2025, Gregorian, Ronan Rex, Claire, Regina, Stroll, by Mistress Amanda, young Leia, and Her Majesty Claire.
Oh, yeah, I got to drop that.
So for any of you who don't know, this is totally aggressive, nasty killers. Tanks.
Which absolutely.
For anybody who has faced the ferocity of Fedor upon the field, knows that he is not an opponent to take lightly, that you must pay attention or you will die.
And we are so proud to be able to give this award out. I spoke with many members who had been given this award, especially ones who've said that this award changed their lives, that it helped make them feel more powerful by being recognized as being powerful. We have no care, your size, your height, it does not matter. We do not judge people on that.
We are we, but we are mighty.
I would like to see this award given out more often. And I know that other members who have this award would also like to see it. Because I know so many of them and I hold them in very high regard. And so this also is a cast of the original token because we cannot get them anymore. And so His Majesty and Her Excellency Amanda were up in the wee hours making sure that this token was made.
Gotta go to 2 a.m.
To any of those out there who are a tank, who have this award, many people who have had it have given their token to the next person to get it because there were so few of them in existence. Now we have the abilities to make a few more. If you or know someone who would like to have a tank, who has earned one, I would like to make sure that they get one. And therefore we give you ours. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have $2. Apparently, it's gonna go. So, it's just your face. No, it's not. I got you. Oh, it's so easy. This is so cool.
We need some spinners.
Let me let it pass. Three cheers.
For our new model tank.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Yeah, that one. Is she there? I'm not sure if she had it.
I just asked.
Nice in here.
Their Majesties would call forth Aegina Dispenser.
I haven't seen it.
She's coming.
I don't see anything. Oh, what is that? She don't see my.
Regina, you and I have had conversations over the years about sometimes you feel like you are overlooked, that you are a dispenser amongst dispensers. You are a absolute pillar of this community. You are somebody that can always be counted on. You constantly rebuild me and put me back together. Thank you for everything you do for this kingdom. You are seen, and we need to recognize this.
Be it known to all before whom these letters come that our subject, Egina Dispenser, having served our realm in the most outstanding manner, does deserve great reward. Therefore, we, Ronan and Claire, king and queen of these sovereign lands of Artemisia, are minded to admit her into our right noble order of the Pillar of Artemisia. In acknowledgement whereof we set our hand this first day of March, Annos Aetatis 59, being 2025 Gregorian, Ronan Rex, Claire, Regina, again by Julia, certainly.
Amanda and Gina.
Damn, I'm good.
Three cheers for our newest pillar. Vivat!
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 I know, after they attest to me anyway. They were brand new to you. I'm sure you've never seen it before.
We have a breathing moment for the bird.
Yes.
Would, they're excellent. Look, see, we've already spoken
No, no, no,
to.
no. He has.
He has the.
Oh, you have some business. Well, then, by all means, Your Excellency.
I'm sure he's got something. I mean,
Take it
stuff
away.
happened today. Herein reopens the court of His Excellency Floki.
So I hope everybody had a good day. I had a good time today. The weather panned out perfectly. You have, if you're not from the barony of Lochsallen, you may not have any idea how close it came to being unbearably cold outside today. But fortunately, the gods have favored us with a nice day so that we could get to our championships today. The fighting today was really great. I know we kind of pushed the fighters a little bit to kind of keep it moving, but they did. And in fact, the tournaments went so well, we were behind on the schedule, and we actually got right back on schedule. And that, to me, is an amazing feat in itself. But we did have several championships today. We need to acknowledge those champions, and I think we're going to start with.
First, His Excellency calls before him the current Arts and Sciences Defender and current Arts and Sciences Champion of the Barony.
But also talk a bit about the competition itself.
For those of you who didn't make it over to our little corner of the event today, you missed a great arts and sciences competition. We actually had two competitions going on, one for the defender and one for the champion. We had a total of 7 entries from 5 different people, and they were pretty amazing. Not because they were beautiful and perfect, but because today we saw the science part of arts and sciences. People trying new things, and then when they didn't work out, figuring out what went wrong, and then explaining it to people. So for those of you who did not get to see these experiments that didn't quite work out and talk to the people who learned so much from it, you really missed out. This is the amazing part of arts and sciences. So many of you just think, oh, it's just people making pretty things and writing a paper about it. No, it's about doing things that you've never done before, figuring out how it works, what went wrong, what went right, and teaching others from it. I am so proud of the people who entered the competition today. They had amazing entries, just the best I've seen in years because of that learning aspect. So first, we'd like to recognize our new champion. It's His Lordship, Dirk de Jager. For those of you who didn't see, Jaeger had a broken bow. He made the bow and it broke, but he learned from what he did and he's sharing it with us. And I so appreciate the work he did.
For the new Arts and Sciences champion of the Barony, Vivat!
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 For our defender, the entrants only had to submit one item and the theme was spring. We had both the populist choice and the defender come out to be the same person. So I'd like to recognize and have her come up, her ladyship, Altus de Hockenstad. Altus did this amazing array of secondiments where she tried different bases and different flavorings and different sweeteners, producing 27 different combinations. And you were able to sample them all. She tracked what she put in and where, and it was amazing. And they tasted good too.
For the new Arts and Sciences defender, Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
So I not only want to thank all the participants, but also those of you who judged. We had some really good comments on the judging sheet that our participants can take away and improve their performances and their future works. So again, there's the learning aspect of arts and sciences. And in my view, this was one of the best arts and sciences competitions in a long time. So thank you all.
And for our outgoing champions, Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
His Excellency calls before him his rapier defender, the Baroness's rapier champion, the armored defender, and the Baroness's champion of the Barony. All y'all bring that regalia up here, you know?
I want to thank our champions and defenders. Thank you so much for your year of service. This is a daunting task to continually slay a beast that seems to just bounce back every year. Swords to this monster seem to be nothing more than a bad cough. But still, we keep trying because apparently we can't learn our lessons, so we do. But I wanted to thank you all so much for your participation last year and your assistance today in our ability to select some new champions. You both worked very hard on the tournament fields and these as well. So if you guys will just kind of come over here a minute, we'll call up our champions.
His Excellency calls before him Master Gage and Lord Brillafane.
weren't going anywhere. Where were you going?
I was getting out of their way.
Oh, you were here.
That's like.
No. Gentlemen, you both fought superbly today. I watched both of your final fights. They were an absolute pleasure to watch. And I want to thank you for your participation. And we have some regalia for you and for you. Excellency. So if our former champions would pass on the regalia to our new champions and our new lady shrimp bait, the title Every Woman Won. Yeah, there you go.
It's on me.
And you. Honorary lady.
Yay, or something.
Oh, yeah. I just want to point out too, the coronet, the lady shrimp bait coronet that Her Excellency Bree is wearing. This is the oldest piece of regalia in the kingdom. I'm not sure about the date itself. Yeah, we were a shire at the time of the Kingdom of Badenfeld in the Principality of the Outlands. Oh, geez, yeah. So, it's made snag with it.
Okay. Your Excellency.
You don't have to wear it.
I think Katie wear that one.
Definitely should wear that. Do you think that's what I'm?
I'll really find out. That's just had time left.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Jaunty, there we go.
Jaunty angle, yes, very nice.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Ah. Let's see, this one is for.
No. So here's the thing. These are actually just promissories
Yes. Oh.
from Jonathan, because he did, look, his name's coming up a lot today,
This is your commissaries.
because he wasn't able to actually get the scrolls finished. So be it known that when the orthopodic abomination known as the Great Brine Shrimp slunk from the salty sea and threatened to devour the barony we call home, that, those two over there, the fighter ones, arose to meet the dastardly decapods, and in a world of anti-crustacean courage, fought sword against mandible, shield against maxilliped, until they at last vanquished the foul beast, forcing it back into the brackish depths with its tail looped between its many legs. In thanks for this deed, we named them Defender of the Barony of Loch Solon and entitled them to all the honors and duties pertaining thereunto. Done this first day of March, AS 59, being 2025 by the Gregorian reckoning, the Baron would be an illumination by Jonathan Pardon. And if you. When the time arose to lure the great brine shrimp to leave its lair, none was found more pleasantly multitudinous to the honest predilection than, I agree. Well, who valorously volunteered to inveigle the vile vermin into vacating the villainous vault. Once tempted from its soliferous stronghold, that sinister shrimp soon succumbed to Selenian steel, and the dauntless defenders drove it away in exile for one more year. For this deed, we named them Shrimp Bait and charged them with the duties and honors pertaining to this ancient title. Done this first day of March, AS 59, being 2025, by the Gregorian reckoning. This is an IOU scroll, says right there. Calligraphy and illumination by Jonathan Cardin.
He regrets that he said that he came down with a severe case of mundanity and was unable to finish. There's a scroll coming from right here, but I believe this one is for. And this one is.
But don't worry, you know where Jonathan is.
And you know where he is. Get that scroll. By any means.
For the newest defenders of the barony and the champions of the barony, Vivat! 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 And for the outgoing champions and defenders, Vivat! 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 Vivat!
All right, let's do it.
His Excellency would call before him my Lord Sean.
Right there. He's like, this Sean, that Sean.
That Sean right there?
That Sean right there.
That Sean right there. He come, yeah, he's coming.
Not that Sean. Like that
Yeah.
Sean.
Yes, that. I was gonna say, if we could go jerk on back down to my Lord, but.
Well, I mean, he still is a woman. He just also has other titles. We can kneel for Sean, now, you've been active in the Barony now for a little over a year?
1 year.
1 year?
Last year.
Oh, 1 year. We had the same anniversary. Congratulations. In that time, I know you have volunteered for one greater baronial office. I know that you have worked tirelessly at events. You have today. You worked and served me at the Thorabloat in the Shire of Stonegate. And your service to this barony has not gone unnoticed, but not just your service. I want to make it clear that we're not just recognizing the service. The spirit that you have brought into this barony is the spark of the society itself. It isn't just service, it's compassion, it's decency, it's your willingness to volunteer, but also to help others take on tasks themselves, your participation in the fencing arts, your interest in other arts. You are what we look for in some of our greatest members as they spend more time with us in this kingdom. And I have no doubt that you are on the path to achieve great things. Today, we're going to see if we can start that off.
My Lord Sean, inasmuch as you have, through your courteous behavior and honorable acts, proven yourself devoted to the society and the barony of Lochsollen, it is my pleasure to proclaim you a companion of the Crystal Heart. By this proclamation, you are henceforth entitled to all rights, privileges, and responsibilities due a companion of this right noble order. By my hand, this first day of March, Anno Societatis 59, being the year 2025 Gregorian, Loki, Baron. Calligraphy and illumination by Tracy.
Of course, she regrets that she did that for this. But this just marks the beginning of your path in this kingdom. And I'm so excited that we get to see where you go from here. So congratulations.
For the newest companion of the Crystal Heart, Vivat! 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 Vivat!
I believe that's it for mine. So yeah, we'll pass the ball back down.
Herein closes the court of Floki, the winter wolf of Artemisia.
So I had a fantastic day. It's always a delight to come over here. The weather cooperated. It's got this glorious thing. I really couldn't ask for a better day. So thank you all for everybody that came out on the path. Does it happen without everybody else? Yeah, and first I'd like to talk. We have an event coming up, so.
Yeah, we would like to invite all of you to visit Barnhold on May 31st for a party at Their Majesty's house. And if you like to do anything, there's going to be that thing at the event.
You're going to do
We're
all
going
the
to have equestrian, there's going to be archery, there's going to be throwing weapons, there's going to be heavy fighting, there's going to be rapier fighting, there's going to be
camping.
yes, camping. Absolutely. Yeah. So it's the weekend after Memorial Day weekend in the Barony of Barnhold, and stay tuned for more details. But we'd love to have you there as we welcome our successors and take a much needed break from, you know, all the clear hard work we're doing to sitting on her. So yeah, we'll see you there hopefully.
Thank you, Excellency.
You might need to turn that one out. Yes. Your Excellency Moran. Herein opens the court of Her Excellency Moran. Her Excellency calls into her court Krasnubnik Zuroslavich Zuralov.
Must be present too.
Over here, but
Where are we going?
I mean, it's a good idea about it.
Oh, it's always a good idea to chat.
During times past, over Shield Top and Neely Beat Bold, the people of this barony have been in friendship and tournament. There are those who travel far and wide to show their grace, chivalry, courtesy, and skills. Their beloved Dinbat, Krasnubnik Zuroslavich Zuralov, has greatly enriched the barony of Griffin's Lair in this map. Therefore do we, magnificent and miraculous Marat, mindful Baroness thereof, to name him the mantle of Griffin's Lair and charge him to continue these good deeds in our name for 1 year and 1 day. On this 22nd day of February, on the Societatis 59, 2025 Gregorian, Marat, Baroness. Scroll by Tyrok McMillan.
Unfortunately, I felt like I got hit by a bus last Saturday and was unable to attend my own event. But I wanted to make sure she got this and that you know that we're thrilled to have you come and play with us. And come and spread your skills, come and teach our people, come and let them beat you into the ground, whatever, just keep playing. This is the regalia for this is a mantle. Now, very specifically, this is for rapier fighting. We don't expect you to wander around wearing it. It's for rapier fighting. My understanding is that this side is your badge, and that this side is your heraldry.
Nice.
So, we appreciate the fact that you come and play. There you go. Thank you.
3 cheers for the mantle of Griffin's Lair. Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
Would Lord Hassan please come and attend Her Excellency?
Just the announcement?
Good populace! There's a very auspicious day in May. Unfortunately, it is a Sunday. So, the day before Saturday, May 24th, we are going to celebrate Hassan's birthday. There might or may not be some relation. Unfortunately, the cake's gone missing. So please, come join us for the quest for Hassan's birthday cake and a celebration of Ottoman dessert. May 24th, be there, Harrisville Park. Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
No, actually, that's all I have. I just appreciate you letting me drag my business from last weekend into court today. Anybody from my group or not from my group, we will be completing that court at later night on Thursday, fighter practice.
Hearing closes the court of Her Excellency Morale.
All right. It's mine.
Back to business?
Back to business. Just a little bit more business before we have a nice fun party in a minute. As many of you know, as we've already spoken, that very soon we will be stepping down. And we're happy to do so. We are happy to have been able to represent Artemisia as royals. We could not have done that without the help of some really important people. And some of those people will not be able to travel with us as we step down. And we wanted to take a moment to recognize them while they were here in front of all of you so that you can also get to see how much these people have truly mean to us. And so, would you call those two, please?
Yes, their majesties would call forth Amanda Dispenser and Tabitha DeLuna.
I'll just sneak. You just get okay. Sneak. Tabitha. She go.
Tabitha.
Wait. I know she's here somewhere.
Tabitha.
She didn't leave, did she?
Go to find the birthday.
Or Tabitha.
Crud. I didn't catch her quick enough, or she may be away at the moment. Hi. I could not have done this without you. I would not have wanted to do this without you. And I would not have let him do this unless you agreed. You are that important to my life, to our life. And as has been spoken so many times and deserves to be spoken so many more times, the service that you provide to this kingdom is nonstop. It allows for us as royals to travel, to organize ourselves, to be present in the moment because there's so much taken care of for us. I can't begin to thank you enough for all that you have done for me, for all that you've done for us. And I just know that with your heart, you will continue to do so. And thank you doesn't even begin to cover it. But I still want to say it in public for everyone. Would you please read this one?
Okay, that'll it. Thank you. Let it be known to all that Amanda Dispenser and Tabitha DeLuna have both faithfully honored and served our crown. Thus do we declare Queen of Artemisia, honor her as a keeper of the Queen's confidence. Done this first day of March, Anna Societatis 59, being 2025 Gregorian. Calligraphy and illumination by Her Ladyship Simone and faithful feline companion, his gremlin ship Sterling the Great.
I like
this one.
I asked you to pick out which one you like best. So this is because I really pretty one. A small token. It's a small token that could never truly equal all that you have given us. Thank you so much.
For the holders of the Queen's confidence, vivat!
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 As Her Majesty said, there are those who have served me in the capacity of King's Counsel who will not be able to attend and travel north with us as we go off into retirement. Would His Grace Uther and His Lordship Rodrigo please attend me? The duties of the crown are many. You have both listened to me bounce ideas off of you. You have guided and counseled me throughout this reign. You have kept me from making some rash decisions. You have traveled with me You have entertained me, and you have kept me sane on what is an arduous journey. Thank you both for everything you have done and will continue to do as my friends hereafter.
Ronan Girsan Taratalati, King of Artemisia, sends greetings to all. Know ye that we deem it fitting to honor those who serve us with loyalty, therefore we name these good gentlemen here, companions of the King's Council, in recognition of their steadfast labor and counsel during our reign. Given this first day of March, Anastasia is 59, scrolled by Ramon de Javier.
These are by Ramon.
These lovely hunks of slate.
Yes.
You can't see it from this end, it's really cool.
3 cheers for our elders of the King's Council. Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
And like to start. Stop to sleep. Remember his name.
The next order of business, their majesties would call forth Grace Corwin, Anya Kudmara, Nikolai Jelbun, Christina de Brescia, Egina Dispenser, Primislav Kazan, Kazimir Konstantinov, Daniel Stygian, Ice Galster, Soleil Spencer, Ace Galster, Soleil Spencer, Otto Siegfried, and Gustav. If you are available, please come forth.
We sent a runner. We'll find them.
All right. Please, oh, no, please, sneak it through, please. Thanks, Pepper. I know.
Or sneak it through. You're fine.
It's not like a kid.
There's
I'm so glad that you're back.
they're paid for.
Yes.
They're just fully different.
Okay, you don't have to, no, no, no.
Like the different generation.
Oh. No. Anybody sees Nico during the middle of this, grab him and bring him up here. I think he ran off. Must be present to me. Okay, go for it.
The duties of the crown take us far and wide throughout our kingdom. It is not possible without you, good gentles, helping us, setting up thrones, standing guard for us, traveling all over, fighting with us on the battlefields, keeping us out of trouble because we wander and forget things, making me eat.
Yes, making him
Or drink water, taking glorious photos of us and making us look good.
Making us look really good.
The work of our retinue cannot be understated. Thank you all for the efforts that you have put in on our behalf and for the service that you render not only to us, but to our positions and therefore to the kingdom.
He's ready.
There he is. I just got through with this glorious speech. And,
You just have to fashionably lay.
You're awesome.
Let's not.
We'll start off from the top.
Majesty from the top. Well, quick notes for you. Thank you for all of the service. You guys have been everywhere. You have done tons of work for us. And wherever we turn and we have a need, we find you all. So thank you.
We wanted to give you something small. Would you make this small?
Many are the joys of a king and queen, but many too are the burdens of the crown. Our well-beloved everyone has labored greatly to lighten those burdens, and therefore we, Ronan and Claire, King and Queen of Artemisia, do show our gratitude by naming them to the Order of the Golden Griffin's Heart. On this first day of March, Anastasia is 59, 2025 in the Common Era, Ronan Rex, Claire Regina, and there are a number of these for lots of people. Made by
Herway. And
calligraphy by Perwer and illumination by Germain. Yeah. Somebody.
when I was thinking about making something, I wanted to make something unique, and someone mentioned to me You should have a restone. You guys have helped me. You guys have helped keep me from leaving because I knew that you were here to help me. And I really deeply appreciate that.
Daniel's not here.
No. Hey, Gustav. Gustav, I will give you one. He's not. Thank you so much. So I don't know that we'll see you in a few weeks, and so therefore, we do release you from our service. We thank you so much for your generosity and your time. I know how much that means to each and everyone. Thank you so much.
For the new members of the Griffin's Heart, Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
Retrieve and return.
I don't know. Right? Like I just thought that like all this words are like yes.
I, illustrious king, reigning queen, your highnesses, barons and baronesses, noble populace, and honored guests of this glorious court of Artemisia, lend me your ears as I unveil to you a marvel from lands afar and a treasure in your own crown lands. Behold! Behold, we bring unto you His Excellency, Reinhard Sebastian von Reuter, hailing from the land between Edge and Inn, home of the hallowed mother of all mines, where the earth yields her bountiful treasures of copper and silver and riches unmeasured. With steadfastness that echoes the ancient stones of his homeland, and generosity that rivals the boundless wealth of the mines of Tyrol themselves, demonstrating this as a host, as a steward, as an officer, as a leader, and as a friend. As such, Reinhard has been honored for his contributions. Twice has he been Cordon Royal. He is an aspen and sable lion of Kerta. He is a member of the orders of the Stag's Heart, and Argent Heart of the Outlands. He is the recipient of the Peacock's Heart and the Peacock's Pride of 1,000 Eyes. He is a pillar of Artemisia and a baron of the court, serving as the 13th baron of 1,000 Eyes, and has thus been awarded arms, sable, 3 chevronels, braced or, and on chief, indented argent, 2 compass stars vert. Your Majesties, a servant of the crown and kingdom, Reinhard kneels before you, unwavering, a pillar of nobility and honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Majesties, this good general has a great deal of honor bestowed upon him, but he still seems somewhat alone.
He does. Absolutely, that's solve that problem.
Their Majesties would be attended by the order of the Pelican, if you please.
Here, please. It's okay. See? Absolutely. If it is easier.
Please stand or please take it.
We'll take it all.
This gentle also has some fire.
You come to us encumbered. You are not free to take on the responsibilities peerage. We would see you rectify that now. Please do.
Many years ago, took the belt of the knight from the mountains. And I asked with your pleasure, or with your permission, that I have a knight of the outlands return this belt to my right hand. Because this belt signifies fealty is so important to me. So I would appreciate that if you didn't trust this belt to the people, and then you would do this. I do not have words.
Thank you, Mavriki, for delivering that message to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Is there a medallion?
There is your man.
More than one. Yes, more than one. This is from our household.
Majesties, this medallion was gifted to me by Master Ali of the East Kingdom, a master glassworker, for doing a kindness for someone else. And I think it's time to pass it on to my beloved girl.
The symbols upon this medallion, these medallions, is a pelican and his piety. It exemplifies serving those around you before serving yourself. We would hear words as these medallions pass amongst your future order about how you have conducted yourself over these many years.
Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry that would speak on this gentle's behalf?
Please.
I'm going to speak of this man in something I suppose people will be aware that I know much about. And that is the quiet, gentle Portland. No, nobody's going to believe that. However, this man kneeling before you is that man. He has the quiet, gentle comportment of a man who knows his place, who knows how to make things happen. He knows how to fight. He knows how to do service. He knows how to do words. He knows how to be that peer. One of the things that I point out to people in my knighthood does not say that I am a knight of the Outlands. It says I'm a knight of the society. When you become a peer, you are a peer of the society. And I have had the great pleasure of knowing this man for many years in the Outlands. I have had the great pleasure of knowing this man for many years in Artemisia. I have had the great pleasure of knowing this man growing up in the same neighborhood as young children. This man is a peer, and the knight greatly will support him.
Thank you, sir.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense that would speak of this man?
Yep.
Gary, this man came in from the Outlands and I met him at a fighter practice and he goes, yeah, this Mavericky told me to come find this guy named Yuri and blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I just kind of went with it, right? So, but I did watch him very closely and, you know, he has jumped in, just both feet in, jumping in, helping everybody, being a part of everything. He has shown his franchise. He's shown how well he's compassionate, and he has continued to show that for what, 5 years now, and continues on, and he will never stop. And I'm wholly supporting this.
Thank you, Grace.
Wow. With your permission.
Please.
For those who don't know me, I am Killian Lynn McCoy. I was the Omega White Scar, the premiers of the Order of Defense. And I will speak on behalf of my order for this man today. I did not meet him until just a couple years ago, sitting up here as Baron and Baroness when they joined us, when they became Baron and Baroness in Thousand Oaks. And it was a joy to share the seats and to participate in guiding our groups with him as my cousin across the way. And as many of you know, shenanigans happen. But that's part of the fun. But what I would like to speak of today is obviously his service. I mean, he's being called up here for a Pelican, because that goes without saying. Everybody knows, Reinhardt knows his humility. He is incredibly humble. Perhaps a little too much so at times. But I would speak on his compassion about the larger community, and especially him noticing when friends have not been around. And his courage to seek people out and say, hey, why haven't we seen you for a while? What's going on? Because so often, especially with COVID, we disappear and no one says, hey, you're next. Sometimes you can go, I guess they don't care. And multiple people talked about how he would reach out and say, I haven't seen you for a while. Are you okay? What's going on? I would also speak of his courage to speak to people in power when he thinks that they make mistakes, his courage to approach people when he thinks that they are not living up to the chivalry and the fair-like quality that are endeavored. And his people of Thousand Eyes also spoke of his courage to take on projects and to speak with people on arts and culture. So I obviously can go on more, but I want to just say that as a representative of the Order of Defense, I wholeheartedly support the recognition of someone who has long been a peer already in Parliament. Thank you for your time. Is there a member of the Order of the Lord?
I would, if your majesty's willing. So, 35 years ago, I met this young man in another organization. And he was doing the very same thing he's doing now. And he has provided selfless service. And what I mean by that is not that he's trashing himself to make things happen. He has made sure that he and his are protected and healthy while he performs that service. Yes, I saw Ray. That being said, speaking to his arts, for those of you who have not tasted this man's French onion soup, you are missing something. He makes food and magic out of thin air. It is tasty, it's on the table, people love it, and it is on time. And it's hot. It is hot, yes. But mostly important. One of our jobs as peers is that we are the last, best, and sometimes only defense for the populace. And things go sideways. And this man spent 35 years doing just that. So, as peerage is often one of the heaviest and most joyous burdens that we carry, save that of the crown. This man is more than capable, and he will be one of the best of us who does. Thank you.
There a member of the Order of the Pelican that would speak at this time?
Your Majesties, with your permission, please. Many of you know me. Who am I? Exactly. My name is Duchess Desislava Dragona Dosh. I'm a member of the Order of the Laurel. I'm a member of the Order of the Pelican. I'm a member of the Order of the Rose. I am a Griffin of Artemisia, and I am a keeper of the keys. It is my honor today to speak of this person who kneels before you in the capacity of the Pelican. This good gentle has played for many years, as you have already heard. He started in the Islands, where he served in many positions, was the event steward, and was also a feast steward, as you have heard. We had the honor approximately 5 years ago of him and his fine lady moving to our kingdom. They chose to continue their service. He has been in positions in our fair barony as our seneschal and as our former landed colonel. They have both graced us with their ability to host events and to feed us fine feasts. He has not once taken a step back. He has been amazing in all aspects. And I can think of no greater honor than for our fine, humble household to welcome one more peer. Thank you very much for your time, Your Majesties.
Thank you, Grace.
There are royal peers that would speak at this time.
Your Majesty, if I may. I am Duke Sir Sean Kirkpatrick Tarragon, Knight of the Society, Companion of the Order of the Pelican, Griffin of Artemisia, Defender of the Dream. I too met Ray recently when they had moved to Artemisia. It was actually a really good story about how we met. We'll go into that later. You've heard much about what Reinhard has done. Reinhard, you've heard much about what he has done. I would like to take a minute to talk about why. As royal peers, as royalty, we have at the forefront of our thoughts what is in the best interest of the kingdom. And for me, that has meant we do what we can to make the most fun for the most people. And that doesn't mean all the fun for everybody. We do our best to have the most fun for the most people. As crown, while Reinhard was Baron, and after that as well, I had several opportunities to work with him and to hear him talk about his desire to do what is best for the kingdom and do what is best for his barony. And I was taken very well by the idea that he understood these two things are not mutually exclusive, and that he can serve the kingdom and he can serve the barony at the same time. And his desire to do what he can to make sure that everybody's having as much fun as possible. That is the why of what we do. It's not the what. It's not the services, the offices, the events we've done. It's why we do what we do. And I have witnessed firsthand that this man has at his absolute core the correct why of what we do. I wholeheartedly endorse his observation.
Thank you, Grace.
Well said, Grace. Thank you.
Is there a member of the populace that would speak at this time?
Yes, there are clubs, actually. We have two kingdoms we could talk about for him.
Right.
My name is Angus Montgomery de Forrester. I'm from the Outlands, Barony Character. I've known this man. We actually met before he joined the SCA in September of '86. We're two con geeks, went to a sci-fi convention, and we hooked up. lifelong friendship since then. Some of the things this man's accomplished. I've been in the barony character for almost 40 years. We've never had a better seneschal ever in that barony than when he was seneschal there. He claims he doesn't do ANS. We competed in a 24-hour make-a-garb competition, an all-male team. We didn't win, but we came in second to some incredible artists. Okay? We've had fun. You're doing incredible things. He's part of a trebuchet crew competing in pumpkin chunking. Not many people can say that. We had a ball. He took the lead in that. I've just had so much fun with this man over the past almost 40 years. He has grown to be an incredible person that you see in front of him and a true leader in whatever he does.
Thank you.
Next, Chief, I'm Stefan Sorensen, fairly new to the kingdom again. I started in Loch Solon many years ago, moved to the Outlands, met Bernard, and I've been chasing him ever since. He has done everything you can think of. If it needs to be done, if he can't do it, he will find somebody to do it. When the kingdoms had to deal with the plague, this man came up with the brilliant idea to have a virtual feast. And it has since been stolen by other kingdoms. He not only helped us to seneschal when Lady and I were Baron and Baroness, but he followed us with his lady as Baron and Baroness of 1,000 Eyes. And I have never seen anything to make me regret that decision to endorse them for this. As far as him serving the populace, at the moment, I cannot think of a better person to do it, and I am extremely proud that Pelicans have decided to recognize what this man truly is.
Thank you both.
Thank you both for your words.
Try to give away your phone.
Reinhard, this is not to wash away the man that you have been. This is simply an opportunity to refresh you for the work that we know you will continue to do and the service you will continue to provide to this great kingdom. I won't object to take a piece of regalia. Would you like to take it? Okay. Fedor, King's Justice, please. Just killing like a villain.
At this time, we would hear your oath.
To release and before you repeat after me. Here do I swear.
Here do I swear.
Fealty and service.
Fealty and service.
To the crown and kingdom of Archbishop.
Crown, kingdom, Archbishop.
To serve the crown in all things.
To serve the crown in all things.
To remember courtesy and kindness.
To remember courtesy and kindness.
To speak and to be silent.
To speak and to be silent.
To do and to let.
To do and let be.
Prize justice above personal gain.
To prize justice above personal gain.
To labor for the common good.
To labor for the common good.
To serve and to teach.
To serve and to teach.
In such matters that concern this realm.
In such matters that concern this realm.
In need or in plenty.
In need or in plenty.
To enrich the kingdom and society.
To enrich the kingdom and society.
So that they may flourish and grow.
So that they may flourish and grow.
And be worthy of the title of county.
To be worthy of the title.
Hereby my honor.
Hereby my honor.
my hand, and my heart. Swear on.
Swear on. Brian McClung.
And we, Ronan,
And we, Claire,
hear your words and know them to be true and just. And for our part, will safeguard you, your household, and those you hold dear. Till the sky fall,
The mountains crumble.
the world ends, or these crowns pass from our hands.
Keep it close.
So the medallion probably going there.
Order of operations.
Ah.
I think you have to bring up your goals. Yeah. I'm sorry, say what?
Is there a cloak?
Yeah. John kept this hidden. You kept working from home.
Wow.
Oh my. It is stunning.
Stunning.
Your murder was done by Justice Sullivan. Because you're not a small guy. Not a small dude. Is there a cap of maintenance?
Nice.
This is me, are you ready? Wow.
Gotta be listening to John Jay.
That is a awesome.
Sir Fedor. Reinhardt, we have heard the words of your order and of representatives of all of the orders of the known world. We've also heard from the populace. At this time, we dub thee once for generosity. We dub thee twice for delicious food. We dub thee thrice and name you Pelican of Artemisia and of the Society for Creative Anachronism. As all peers should get a buffet.
We actually have two schools.
Let's start with the promissory.
There was one, yes. It was a promissory, but its artwork cannot go hidden. It absolutely cannot be kept away. Can you read it?
I'll try to do this justice.
Yes.
An alle und einzige Sender hier, Ronald und Claire, durch das Waffenrecht des Reichs Artemisia und alle unsere Freunde. Victoria, König und Königin Rose. Es ist uns eine Freude, den süßen Geruch Is unsere gewesen, beraten, Reinhard Sebastian von Reuter, Giuliano und die beraten in die Sterne oder das Pelikan. Wir verleihen und geben mit einen Suchpaket. Beginnen wir mal. Level 3.
Well said.
Or an unachieved. Argent. 2 compass stars there. Von an hat an diesen Allenden und ausschlagen. Diese Waffe getragen durch diese Worte.
It's in High German.
Der Hintergrund. Zu verwissern und sein. Gesehen durch unsere Abend 1. März 29 Jahre von den Gesellschaft der Gregorianischen Jahre 2025. This is the promise.
Wow.
Calligraphy and illumination by Linda Larkin, $12,000, translation done by Hugo.
It is a stunning piece of artwork in itself. Right. However, the actual scroll also made it.
Oh my God.
And alles wird eingegangen. Übrigens, das Waffenrecht des Reiches Artemisia und alle unsere Territorien können die Königin größer. Es ist uns eingebrannt. This one's a little easier. Denn aussieht die Wunderkind, unsere Gewinnen, Reinhard Sebastian von Reuter, übergehen und sie beraten in den Edelstadt-Orden des Pelikans, übergeben ihr Verleihen ihrem Pyramid mit Verleihungen zur Kundin, das folgende Wappen, schwarze, 3 Chevrolet, und oben eine Silber, Silber, 2 Komplexe, von nun an hat er das allein und ausgleichende dieses Waffen zu tragen und dies ohne Erlaubnis und Hintergrund zu verwenden und sein, gesegnet durch unsere Linien am 1. März zum 49. Jahre unserer Gesellschaft, dem Gregorianischen Jahre 2025.
Gesundheit.
Oh yeah!
Wowza.
Yeah, no, wunderbar.
No room in your car, right?
I'll let you know.
And this one.
So, you know, that's not just. That's pretty. That's
The translation of that, for those of you that don't speak High German.
I got it. High English.
Each and only we, Roman and Claire, send greetings to the armed Empire and Artemisia and all our territories, King and Queen. It is our pleasure to recognize the exceptional service of our subordinate, Reinhard Sebastian von Reuter, and as it by the most noble order of the Pelican. We hereby award him with a certificate of recognition for the following coat of arms: sable, 3 chevrons, brace or, and on a chief intended argent, 2 compass stars vertical. From now on, he has the sole and exclusive right to wear this coat of arms and to use and display this without permission or hindrance. Done by our will, March 1st, the 59th year of our society, the Gregorian year 2025. Leatherwork by the Honorable Lord Angus Montgomery the Forester. Text lettering by Lord Siebert Gilder, both of the Barony of Carrickton and the Outland. Painting by Sir Sebastian Baston, also of Carrickton in the Outlands.
Translation again by Lady Hildegard de Fawn of Thousand Islands. Thank you. We are so proud to be up here, to be able to recognize this, on this one. Please rise and.
I got you.
And for our newest Pelican of the Society, Vivant!
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 Yay, I'm not the baby anymore.
Ray gets free chocolate for the next circle.
Or booze.
Bless you. I'm not the baby anymore. So give Ray a hug. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll back out of or take me. Yes, I will. I'm gonna sit here and tell you. With your bed. Absolutely. Right. Waddle over here this time.
Good evening, everyone. Did you all have a fantastic time today? That is the only thing I ever wanted, was to have everyone here having a good time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you who pitched in to help, who just walked in, saw a need and filled a need. Sometimes without me knowing that it was happening until it was already done. So I can't say enough about this barony and about this kingdom. I'm blown away. Thank you. A couple of things. Once we are done with court, we're going to be putting the chairs in racks that Baroness Amanda is going to let us know where they are. And if you are of a mind to be able to help us with site cleanup, that would be really great. Couple more thank yous, Baroness Bronwyn and Lord Richard, who kept the gate running, and to my co-autocrat, who is way up there, Lady Elaine. Thank you. And to Count Raven and Countess Saja, who managed all of the stuff and got the stuff here, and then are going to take the stuff away. So again, thank you. Let's leave the site cleaner than we found it. And wow, have a good evening.
3 cheers for our autocrat and the wonderful staff that helped us all have so much fun today. Vivant!
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 And a lot.
A lot. Oh,
That's gorgeous.
made by Lord Law.
Those are.
Y'all gotta look at these.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're so wonderful. Oh, we should. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
One final piece of business. Is there anyone present for whom this is your first event? This is the time to rat out your.
Rat out your phone.
Remember?
We always like to take a moment at the very end of court to make the most important thank you, which is to you who have braved our crazy game. Whether you have been drugged by your friends or whether you were just trying to figure out what we are all doing, we wanted to thank you for coming, and we wanted to give you a small token.
You've seen many goings on today. The reality is without new players, this game would die over time. We hope that you enjoyed your time with us today and that you come back, because without new blood up here, there's no way that this game can continue. So thank you all.
For our newcomers in the lifeblood of the society, Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat! And with that, we thank you all again for an excellent, absolutely wonderful day. Please give a hand if you can to help us put away this event, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Long live the crown prince! Long live the crown prince! Long live the crown princess! Long live the crown princess! Long live these sovereign lands of Artemisia! Vivat! 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 Please, the game help with the